What's up, Lex?
What up? What it does?
How we doing?
Great. Great day.
Yeah.
Great day.
We're here in the studio running through some beats, huh?
Yeah, we're at the Mikey Mogul Publishing Studio up in the Santa Cruz Valley area. This is
Yeah, so you've been tasked to pick out one of your favorite beats that you made, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a second.
yeah.
A couple of questions to dig into Lex.
Yes,
A little bit
sir.
of the background.
Yeah.
What inspired you to be a producer?
I didn't even know this, like, what a producer was when I started making music. It was something that just came to me as a little kid, getting a keyboard, started programming things, and started, like, actually being able to do kind of what's on the radio. And then at that point, I was like, oh, this shit is actually like a jobby job. Like, you can make this like a career. And since then, just fell in love with music since then. So what inspired me was just, I guess, our, where we were raised and stuff. You know what I mean? Like the streets and whatnot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That you get a lot of sorrow, a lot of things that you've seen that you can use as inspiration, or you know what I mean. So everything pretty much inspired me. But I started young, before production, what I thought was being a producer. So.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the evolution of Saber.
Oh shit. Saber was my high school rap name, and
High school rap name.
Yeah, I started when I was making beats. Didn't have anybody to rap over them, but I'm a rapper too. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if you guys do that now, I've heard you humming and singing a couple of tracks.
You gotta do some demos so you get some ideas out. But then once I got to high school, I just started doing production, and so that was just the Saber Productions, which is the first beat tag. I claim that I'm the first one to ever use it, because now everybody uses that the tags and shit. Saber Productions.
Somebody else just took credit for that. I don't remember who it was, but some producer took. I think it was Manny Fresh or something crazy.
Something crazy.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that video.
I've seen the credit for being the first one to put tags on the beats.
Yeah, and then what is it? When do we go from that? The SPMG band.
Yeah.
And then after the SPMG, EMG, and I mean we're still here. So I evolved to what Lex is, and that's given to me by Cello from the Piece.
Yeah.
Cello was the one that gave me Lex.
Yeah.
And I evolved. Saber.
Yeah.
That's what I am now.
What about the evolution musically?
Definitely evolved. You go from using outboard gear to using software. Because I used to carry around. I remember we used to make music. Carry around a big ass keyboard as a MIDI controller.
Well, you're talking to somebody that had turntables in their car.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, we had to move around a little bit. I had to carry my turntable.
Yeah, man, and your fucking crates.
Yep.
And I know you DJ'd.
Yep.
DJ.
That was fun.
You're known. What was it? The Michael Jackson blend. What was the blend?
Yeah. I was the Beat It. I started with the Beat It. It was the opener.
Yeah.
It was so much fun back then. But yeah. So beats.
Yes.
You have a lot of beats now, huh?
Yeah.
What number? How many beats do you think you have?
Probably close to 2,000.
2,000 beats already?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've only seen like number 11 or 1,200. So there's like 800
Well,
I've never heard of.
The way my mind works is I'm a Gemini. Like I have some saved here, some saved there. So if you combine them,
Never knew that. You're holding back.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there that I go back to that I'm like, yo, this is.
Let me tell you the truth. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I kind of figured you would. That's a lot you're holding back though, because like I said, I only seen maybe up to 1,200 or something like that. I thought that was a lot.
It's literally just on the emotion or how I feel when I listen to the beat. Like, oh, is it ready? Is it not ready? Type thing. But sometimes I'm like, damn, this is hard. Let me leave right there. Start sequencing.
I remember hearing like 171, 180 something.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You're about 2,000 almost.
2,000.
Wow.
That's like what, 10 years? More than 10? Oh shit, more than that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because we've known each other since I was 17.
So 2,000 beats. I'm assuming you went through a different program from the first ones to the ones you do now.
Definitely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Like I said earlier, I started with outboard gear, so we would program the beats on the actual keyboard, and then from there, somebody showed me Logic and Reason. And I was like, damn, that's kind of what I been doing on the outboard gear, and I can do it on the computer. And I remember our conversation when I would show you instrumentals, and I was like, this, and you're like, I like this, I just don't like the sound choice. Like, can you switch it? But mind you, I was able to play and then program through the keyboard. So now with this, I was like, oh shit, everything's an individual. Makes it easier to break down stems and send to people. So I was just like, damn, he's right. Because now when I make beats, if I go through sounds, like, okay, I like this melody, but I don't like the sound, switch and change it, so it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, outboard gear to Reason, and now I'm using Studio One for like the mixing process and the mastering. So.
But you always done a little bit of everything. You've done a little bit of recording, because I know you've done some vocals. I know when we did the Lex Present, we did it at your parents'
my bedroom. My own bedroom.
And it came out really well, right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of compliments on how that came out. So you've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I recorded, make collab with, been portable to go to other studios now with the laptop. So yeah, I've done a little bit of everything. But my favorite is the creation process, the creation of the song itself. Starting from the beat to the song, and then the end product. That's the fun part for me.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. So when you create a beat, what you always start at the same starting points? Is it different every single time? You have a melody, the drums you have, you put those down first. So how do you get started?
The way I used to start with drums first, and then melody after, and then I figured, like, let me try, because I would see, there's YouTube, so I would just go on there, look at how other people make beats and how they start, and then just took some pointers, and then then now I start with the melody. But it really depends on the record. If I find some hard drums, I'm like, oh, I want these drums, then I start with the drums and then present the melody after. But most of the time, to get inspiration, I just try to look for some loops and then chop them up and then start creating from there.
So do you think the different tools and plugins and stuff like that gives you that flexibility to start different ways?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because you can pull up a plugin and start playing with the sounds, and then you're like, oh shit, I like this, and then from there you can start into something else.
You have like a go-to program and a go-to plug that this is your sauce that you kind of use?
Just pretty much Reason and Serato sampling. Reason's because it's basic hip hop, drum and sampling. So, and then that's what starts the melodies for the record. So,
tell me a little bit about the different artists you work with.
I worked with a lot of local artists, either East Los or the San Fernando Valley. Worked with Mezcalito Viva Mezcal out of East Los, Boyle Heights. Hollow, of course, out of Whittier. Soprano out of South Central. There's a lot of local artists that are still doing music, actually, and have created some type of scene for themselves. But man, I worked like been side to side. Like when I was in high school, you see a lot of dope underground artists come through because I was involved with the basement record store, and so I met a lot of people to actually work with. Like at the later part of my career is I've been more working with artists one-on-one. So
yeah, you've seen a lot of development in the way music has grown and changed and come back and whatnot. Because I know we've listened to beats before, and a year later or a year and a half later, a song comes out with that idea of it.
Yeah.
And that's happened to you plenty of times,
oh,
right?
more than plenty. Yeah.
Do you feel sometimes you're ahead of the curve sometimes?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm ahead of my time because I'm always looking for the next thing or some. Because people will be like, as a producer, they're like, hey, I need this and sound like this, right? Like I always say, I can do something similar, but in my own way. Because I'm never, sometimes my stuff does sound similar to what's out there, but it really depends on what mode I'm in, what inspired me, the whole beat process, you know what I mean? So I do feel.
And what some people don't know about you, that you produce a lot of like R&B stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which might be surprising to people, but you have like a pretty diverse catalog right now.
Right now, yeah. So it's cool because my growth when it comes to beat production started off with sampling and then creating my own melodies, and it just keep growing and growing to like the way my beat process is now. So I'm like super excited with everything.
So let me ask you something. What motivates you to keep going after doing it for so long now?
My motivation is always my kids. my kids always help me motivate because music is it's like therapy. It's therapeutic for me. If I'm out of the zone because of the 9 to 5 or just regular life shit, sit in front of the computer and start playing some shit, and then I'm like, damn, I'm fucking good, and then that you get some adrenaline going, and you're like, yeah, I can still continue doing that and start making beats again.
Awesome.
We are the music factory.
Lex.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to a little bit of this beat.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it. How'd you make it? What you use? How'd you start? What inspired? I want to know all about it.
What inspired was actually you. You played me a record.
I'll take that.
You played me a record where the 808 was like super simple, and then it had some like 808 effect at the end of the loop, and I was like, that could be done.
I remember about that. Yeah.
That could be done. So I did it, but I did it my own way. Let me just play that. And then after that, I just kept adding. I would go to it like like we were talking earlier, where it was like, I just go to it, open it, and like, oh shit, what is this? I made this. Then I was like, then I kept writing it down on a piece of paper because I have a whole bunch of notebooks, and then I'll go back to it.
What are you writing down?
The beat number.
So you write down the beat number so you can go back and
to
work on it?
Yeah, we either go back to it or like, I like this. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I need it because I have way too many.
Okay.
So,
how many of those do you have? Do you think you have like that are kind of just started with something with?
Maybe for sure over like 40, 50.
Really? That's just an idea of something?
Yeah, it's like a drum and a sound or just a sound or, and I go back to it and I'm like, okay, let me add that.
How does that happen? Do you just kind of come up with something pops in and you're like, just let me put this down and I'll come back to it later?
Yeah, because I don't try to force it. I just, whatever, like I start a beat, I can't add, nothing comes to me, and then I'll be like, pause, and nothing comes to me in my head, and then drop it, come back a couple days later, and oh shit, now I hear a different perspective, and then I add that, or I hit up Primo and be like, hey, I have an idea for these chords or these keys, like, can you come through? Or I'll send them, now in technology, I can send the beat through the internet, email it, and then he just adds, and we share the information back and forth. But yeah, it was the 808, so let me...
Wait, but I've seen you make beats in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've seen you make a whole beat in 10 minutes.
It could, depending on how inspired I am or what I'm in the mode, in the zone. Because the way when it comes to me for production, most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to make. I just sit down. What I call it is I open up the door, I open up the window and let God in, and then wherever he takes me. And that's what I make.
All right, so how did this one get started?
Oh, well, like I said, because of you with the 808.
And that 808 was kind of different on that. I mean, I couldn't tell you technically what they did to it, but it did kind of hit different.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let me do something similar.
Yeah, but it was something almost like the attraction to that beat, right?
Yeah, because it was the simplicity of it was, I think, was what grabbed both of us, especially you. It was like, oh, look how they're doing it.
I really thought the bounce it had, the vibe it had was just awesome, and it let the artist kind of really do its thing.
Yeah, the bounce of it, yeah, exactly. So then little by little, I just started adding more sounds to it. Some claps, some hi-hats. So I'm when it comes to like Music Factory, I definitely like to focus on like the percussion of it, like the kick, the claps. Sometimes Primo, add some like shakers and whatnot, but I like to focus on the simplicity of it, especially for this type of record, because I picture it like L.A. or Bay Area. It can go from the Bay down with that bounce, because normally like Mustard BPM 101, 102, you know what I mean, in that area, and this one's a BPM 104, so it's got that bounce too.
Yeah, it definitely has that West Coast beat, but it has that Bay Area feel to it as well, right?
Exactly, and we feel it down here too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We definitely the way the West Coast sound has evolved. It includes the Bay Area bounce for sure.
Definitely.
When there's something about it makes you wanna.
When you make or when you finish these beats, are there certain things you hear on it or a certain artist?
Yeah, most of the time, I could hear I worked with a lot of artists, so I could definitely hear or pinpoint like, hey man, what do you think? And sometimes that works. Sometimes that works. You know what I mean? That's how you get some artists to be on your records. Here, I see you on it, and then it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Like sometimes you have the idea for the track, the
Right.
concept, or whatnot,
Right.
and you just kind of put it out there and have them build off of that.
Exactly.
How often does that happen
In my life, maybe like 5 times.
in your life? With that?
Yeah, it was 5 times.
Good.
And then they eventually took my direction, and that became the hook of a beat that I made, and boom, boom, boom.
All right. So what does that finished beat sound like?
This one, thank goodness to Primo, he added some actual synths in there, because I pictured that. And let's hear this one part with the actual. Especially when it comes to the hook area, we kept the beat very minimal in the verses, so that way the artist can actually go off, and then when the hook comes in, gives it that dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it opens it right up for the artist
Yeah.
to do what they need to do, right?
Yeah, definitely helps them. I think with the writing process, because the beat itself drives the record.
So out of all the beats you made, why this one? Or why did you pick this one? What stands out about this one?
To me, because it's the evolution. I think it's the evolution of me and us. You've definitely seen how long I've been making music and how I've evolved, and now the simplicity, or how easy it is to get together and collab with your brothers. So I chose this one because it's a perfect mixture of all of us. The bounce to the synths by Primo, and so also JBZ inspires us all with it when it comes to the bass line. So
Yeah, I think he was there with that too. I think he hit some keys for that bass line
Yeah.
that time. Yeah.
so he definitely threw some ideas on there. So it's a team effort, but this is one of my favorite ones because it's more current, and then people want to holler at us, so that's what we bring.
Awesome. Well, that's an awesome beat. That's one of my favorites. I enjoy it, and we'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.
We are the music factory. We are the music factory.